You have to be the one to do all these things. In Europe, a mother is a doctor, a mother is a nurse, a mother is a lawyer, a mother is a judge. You're basically every profession in one. There is nothing you cannot do. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wendu. If it's your first time of coming across my channel, you are highly welcome. I see you. If you're my returning subscriber, thank you so much for always stopping by to watch my video. I really appreciate you. I don't take you for granted for the fact that you see my notification and you click on it to watch. Thank you so much. If you're a new subscriber here, you are highly welcome to Wendu's Space channel. I really appreciate you. I've been getting a lot of new subscribers and I'm happy about that. So thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you. So in this video today, I'm going to just be discussing on, it was a conversation I had with a friend today, and we're talking about if you really knew what it entails as a woman to live in Europe, would you really come to Europe? So I live in Switzerland, as I said to you before. So we're talking about it and we had our own different opinions. So thank you. That's why I have my channel where I can bring those gists here to you. So a lot of women have moved abroad for different reasons. Most of the reasons why young Africans and young women have moved abroad was for the reason of marriage and for a better future for themselves or settling with their spouse or family members. Yes, and most of these women that have moved because of marriage, coincidentally, a lot of them, or like the lady or my friend I was speaking to today, she had a job in Nigeria. She was actually a manager in Zenith Bank where she was working at the time, and she decided to forfeit her job to move to Switzerland with her husband with the hope that when she come here, she is going to get a job in the bank. But when she got to Switzerland, reality hit her. So I think that is the problem with a lot of Africans or a lot of Nigerians, where we have decided to move and follow our spouse without doing basic research about what life is in Europe for a woman or an African woman. When there are a lot of things that you have to contend along the way when you come to Europe before you make it, yes, before you get a decent job where you are comfortable. And those things are things that we never really talk about. We never think about it. We just go ahead, resign our job, pack up our bag, leave our family and friends, live the life we are used to and move abroad. And in most cases, it has affected a lot of women. A lot of women have been going through domestic abuse. A lot of women have been abused mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically. A lot of women have been suicidal. A lot of women have gone into depression because of all these fake promises that were made to you. Imagine somebody coming to marry you and you're a bank manager. The person promised you, oh, when you follow me to Europe, you're going to get a job in the bank. You're going to be making so amount of money. And most women don't have the time. You just believe in the love. You just believe in the facade of what this person that you happen to love is selling to you. And in most cases, you move abroad and is the difference is the case. I have not seen somebody that was a bank manager, a woman, I'm talking about a woman in Nigeria, and moved to Europe. And when I mean Europe, I mean like Switzerland, like Germany, like France, like Italy, Sweden, Norway, all these Western European countries. You can't move. One of the main thing you are contending with is the language and being a woman and a mother. The language is the first thing that will hit you. Like me, before I moved to Switzerland, I didn't even know they spoke German. In my head, I thought Switzerland spoke English. So I wasn't even prepared for the language shock that was going to hit me. I had no idea about the language, which I know a lot of people did not do the research, like me, did not do the research before they packed their bag, resigned their job, do a farewell party to their family members, to their friends before they turn up in Europe. These are what women are contending with. When you move to a country, it takes you 1 to 2 years to get used to the system of the country. Considering we're coming from a country where there are no rules and regulations, There are no laws that govern anybody. You are free as an individual to do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it, and however you want to do it. And suddenly you happen to find yourself in a country where there are so many rules and regulations that regulate everything, down to even the bin. They have the days when the bins are picked up. They have the days when everything is done. You need at least 1 to 2 years to get used to the system before you start thinking of working. Then you now have your babies. You're waiting for your babies to grow up before you can start a job. Nobody tells you that, because we're used to a system where you have your family members at home. If you're a bank manager, you have a baby. Within 3 months, you're back to work. Your siblings, or you employ a house girl or a house woman or a house man or a house boy to come and help you take care of your kids while you're back to work. In Europe, you have to be the one. You have to be the one to do all these things. In Europe, a mother is a doctor, a mother is a nurse, a mother is a lawyer, a mother is a judge. You're basically every profession in one. There is nothing you cannot do. Abroad has a way of humbling everybody, no matter how strong, no matter how weak you are. If you're a strong person, abroad will make you stronger. If you're a weak person, living abroad will toughen you. So life abroad, it's not easy. Women, we have a lot to contend with. So all those promises, like my friend, all the promises that was done to her back in her home arguments, yes, we all had the same points. So after you have your children, then you start learning the language of the country, like here in Switzerland, where you're learning German. If you are in the Geneva, where they speak French, you're learning French. It's not easy. It's going to take you even up to 8 to 10 years before you get your foot in to actually start looking for a job. And in most cases, imagine after staying at home for 10 years, who is going to employ you as a bank manager? Who is going to employ when you have every year young people that were born in the country, that schooled in the country, coming out from uni? They need that job. So you don't have an experience. Then what are you going to do? You're going to start from the basic, which is the cleaning. I had a friend that was a nurse as well. She moved to Germany. She was working as a midwife actually in Nigeria. She moved to Germany. It took her almost 5 to 6 years before she could get back into the nursing profession, because in most cases that Nigerian or African certificate, it's not recognized. You have to go back to the drawing board. You have to start all over again. If you happen to know people that will advise you on how, because there are people that know the shortcut to systems. If you're able to get used to somebody, or you have somebody that will advise you on the quicker way to achieve some certain things, then it makes life really easy for us. It's not easy to be a mother living abroad. It's not easy to be a woman living abroad. So when you see a woman living abroad, if there is nothing you can do to that person, just give that person a tap on the shoulder and say, sis, you are doing amazing. Sis, I am proud of you, because it's not easy. I am telling you, I have lived in Switzerland for the past 11 years, and I sure do have enough experience to share with you how life have toughened me. When I was in Nigeria, I was like baby. Yes, I was so babyish. But now, if you tell me how I was able to give birth to 4 children and take care of them without any help, I don't know how I did it. That's what a lot of women and mothers abroad really do. But people in Nigeria, they actually don't care. They actually don't care. They don't want to know. Sometimes you forfeit a lot of things for your family back home, and they don't have regards for it. So please and please, what was your experience? What shock did you get when you moved abroad? For me, the language was the first slap on the face. Then trying to adjust to having a baby and staying at home, not knowing anybody, getting used to the system, making friends, and finally now settled. Yes, a bit settled. Yes, I feel like I belong here now, which took me almost 10 years to get to this point where I am in my life now. So what was your experience? What was the reality for you moving abroad? What was your plan? What was your expectation? What did you hope? Sorry, you might be hearing noise. Yes, the windows are open. This is summer. I'm filming with natural lights. So what was your experience so far? What was your experience? Were you hit like me? Or did you come and everything you wish was how it was? Like things just fell into place like puzzle for you? because for me, I'm still trying to put that puzzle together. So if you have experience how you're able to put that puzzle together, please feel free to share in the comment section to help a sister. But one advice I always say to people now is, if you're planning to come abroad, try to research how things are going there, how people survive, what language is spoken, if your qualification is recognized in that country. It's a lot of us went to uni to study certain qualifications that are not recognized abroad. So sad. Yes, we went to uni, either we didn't have in the mind that we're going to come abroad someday, or in most cases that was actually the course that you got. It's not what you applied for, but that is what you got, and you just say, you know what, I'm just going to go into uni to go and study this course in university for the sake of going to university. So most of those certificates are not recognized in the West here. If you want to have a decent job, you have to go back to school and start from primary one. Yes, start from the German, the basic, before you get something. So I hope this video really encouraged somebody. Just share in the comment section what your perception about Europe is before you moved here. Was it what you think it was going to be? Was it different for you? Thank you so much for always stopping by to watch my video. I really appreciate you. I don't take you for granted. You are amazing. So next time when you see a woman on the street in Europe, just give her a tap on the shoulder and say, sis, you're doing amazing. You are doing amazing. It's not really an easy one, to be honest. It's not easy, but thank God, God has been faithful to this point, and he will not stop being faithful now. He will continue to be God. Okay, thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.